Hello. Welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. Unfortunately, I'm boring today. I'm wearing a red compression shirt. That's it. No Korean woman on the front. I'm sorry. Did anyone see Alec Baldwin's interview with George Stephanopoulos, where he said he didn't pull the trigger and he's crying and he's trying to tamper the jury pool? Anyway, um, I understand why we have the court of public opinion because that tampers the jury pool. And what you're hoping for is that someone who's on the jury is smart enough to lie and say they're impartial, so they can stay on the jury pool and just vote or whatever, say you're innocent. I mean, that's why people do these interviews before trials, make all the tweets and blah 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 blah. You get what I'm saying? But should it be legal? Like, if you're involved in an ongoing investigation, should it be legal that you can do interviews on a national? I mean, this is national. It's Channel 7. This is national network here. And give your message and just tamper. I mean, that's all this is. I don't know. I mean, we have enough laws in this country, and we need to get rid of a lot of these laws. But I mean, the judicial system is just messed up, and you shouldn't. If you're involved in an ongoing investigation that is going to go to trial, and there's already civil cases already mounting up, how come you get to, and it should be on both sides, of like defense and all, the prosecution and the defense. They shouldn't be allowed to go on national, TV and like try to change people's opinions. I mean, I don't think court cases in general should be on TV. Because it's weird how they pick and choose which ones to be on TV, isn't it? So just have none. Just have it so it's none. Oh, great. Phone call. Hung up that fast. Good. I think they knew that I was going to hang up. Because it's the same number that keeps calling. No, I'm not paying child support, bitch. Jesus Christ. I love it when the ex-wife is complaining because she can't feed Frank the Third. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I just think it's weird that it's legal, but I don't know. Like, do we have the right to know what goes on in trial? I mean, like, picture yourself, not me, but picture yourself. You're on trial for I don't know, not paying parking tickets. Okay. Why should that be on TV? It just makes no sense. But anyway, back to this Alec Baldwin thing. During the interview, he said, I did not pull the trigger. How many people are going to be like, well, I believe him? And so, like, it just takes one or two of those people to get on the jury pool and just remember the interview and go, well, Alec Baldwin said he didn't pull the trigger, and I saw him crying. So no matter what happens in this case, I'm going to say he's innocent. That happens. People do that. People lie to not be on... People lie to not be on the jury, and people lie to stay on the jury. All it takes is like one or two activists to get on a jury, and the whole thing's ruined. Well, granted, this is why we should have professional jurors in the first place, and they should just be sequestered, and no one knows who they are. Like, you have a pool of like 100 people, right? 100 people. They are professional jurors. So, like, you don't know which one of them is actually going to be having the verdict on the case, but you have 100 of them. Oh, whatever number, but like more than 12, you have like 30 sitting there. You don't know which ones actually are going to be doing the votes, which one are the actual selected jurors, okay? So you have these 30 people, professional jurors. So their job, they are professionally impartial, but you can do this because you find people who don't care about the media. Like, you actually, I know, you vet people. But the thing is, you vet people from a certain demographic, and that demographic is, judges, lawyers. Like, you have people like that. You have people who know about the law. Yeah, well, yeah, like when I said professional juror, like I didn't mean like a person like me or you. You know, once again, my only experience with the law is I have played a lawyer on a soap opera for 4 episodes. Okay, but I'm talking about like when I say a professional juror, you have a person who has like a law degree. Okay, that's I should have clarified that. Okay, a law degree, and you have like whatever 30 of these people with law degrees. They don't have to be like a practicing lawyer, but a person who has a law degree. Okay, so those whatever 30 people, you have them on the jury. You don't know which 12 or whatever are going to be making the decision about the case. Okay, so it's just your job to be a professional juror, and so like that's just your job. So like, you don't, you can't have this jury tampering and pressure them and whatever, because you have 30 of them and you don't know which one's going to vote. And at the end of the trial, you don't say which ones voted. You just go, these are the 30. So like you can't like, you can't go after one or pressure one, whatever. That's what I think they should do. Former judges or whatever, current judges, lawyers, just anyone with a law degree. You have 30 of them, whatever number, they are professional jurors. Forget about this peer thing, judged by a jury of your peers, because the jury pool is tampered. Social media is just ruined. The news has ruined the jury pool. It just has. All these cases, even the Chauvin trial, that was bullshit. That guy should have been anytime someone is resisting arrest, it ends badly. Every time, it just ends badly. Every time someone is high resisting arrest, it ends badly. Every time. Every time. Look at all these current cases. Everyone who has resisted arrest, it ends badly. For them, they usually lose their life. And the cops, well, before they were usually getting off, but now the cops are being sent away for life. Okay. So, the Chauvin trial, I just think that the jurors felt pressured. Well, God, if we don't send this guy away, we're gonna get another riot. Do you think a lawyer cares about that? No, because lawyer lives in a nice house in a gated community. He doesn't give a fuck if this town burns, so he's just gonna go with the law. You gotta get people who don't care about the outside pressure. That's why if you have a pool of 30 lawyers as the jurors who are unaffected by the social media, unaffected by the outside pressures, because like no one knows who's actually voting for it. I think that gives justice a way better chance than actually what's going on now. Everyone's an activist. If you put me, if you had me on the Kyle Rittenhouse jury, okay, in my mind I'm like, Kyle did the right thing. This is our Second Amendment on trial, and if I was him, I would have done the same thing, and blah 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 blah. But I would have said, well, I don't know. I actually don't know what happened. I don't follow the media, so this is kind of new to me. I just know right now that he's on trial, and he said it's self-defense. And I haven't seen any evidence yet because I don't have Twitter. But, whatever. I would just say stuff to make sure I can get on there so I can vote him innocent. See? That's why I couldn't be a juror in the trial. But I would lie so I could get on there. So, if I could do it, I'm sure there's some other people who could do it too. And they could do it the other way. There's people who are glad that a child molester got shot up by Kyle. So, like, they would have voted, that way anyway. So, and this is because of social media. Why do we need to, I don't know, the justice system needs an overhaul badly. And this has nothing to do with the percentage of the jail population. Because that has to do with money. Poor people don't get a good defense. Okay, rich people don't go to jail. That's just how it is. But see, that's why you need an overhaul. Rich people, famous people don't go to jail. For the most part. Like, it has to be very egregious. Like, there's justice, but if you have enough money, you can, tell justice to look the other way or whatever. I know justice is blind, but, apparently justice can see money. So, like, that's why you need the overhaul. But, like, whatever. I'm just a guy sitting in this basement yelling at a mic. I'll talk to you later. Peace.